So we're here with Peter Hook, here at the BIM Festival in Belgium. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's okay. You've not done it yet.
So Belgium is a special country for you, isn't it? Like it was maybe one of the first countries that welcomed Joy Division.
It was the first country apart from England, if that counts. Yes, we played at Blackmarquis, and it seems a hell of a long time ago now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did. Yeah, and it was very interesting. It was the first time I ate horse.
Sorry?
It was the first time I ate horse.
Really?
Mm.
Oh, that's...
I didn't know it was horse until afterwards.
Oh yeah.
But it was the first time. So it was very illuminating.
Yeah. There must have been an experience.
It was a dead horse. It wasn't a live horse. I think eating a live horse would have been more of an experience, without a doubt.
Yeah. So, what kind of memories do you have of this concert?
Blackmarquis. I remember most of it. I mean, I remember a lot actually, because I've just done the Joy Division book, so I had to relive it all for the book.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we had a guide, of course. Anique Honoré was our guide.
Yeah.
So we were looked after very well by Michel Duval, who went on to do Crepuscule and Factory Belgium. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we had a lot of people looking after us. It was good. Mm-hmm. I remember it very well. I don't remember the gig.
You don't remember the gig?
No.
It was with Cabaret Voltaire, I think.
I remember that, but I don't remember the gig. I mean, the thing about the gigs is that most of our gigs that we ever did were always great.
Yeah.
So they're always the same. Usually the ones you remember are the things when they're bad or when things go wrong.
Yeah.
And because nothing went wrong that night and it wasn't bad, I don't remember it, unfortunately. It was just another great gig.
But you remember the anecdote with William?
Yes, I remember that very well indeed. It was very, very funny. And the antics in the hotel were very funny indeed as well. Yeah, because it was the first time we'd been away and we were all in a room together. Yeah. 10 of us all sleeping in a room about this size. So it was quite weird. Yeah, but it was nice. It was good. It was an interesting foray, shall we say, as we say in England.
And Belgium has also been sort of important also for acid or new beat.
I mean, the Hacienda was mostly influenced by American, I must say.
Oh, yeah.
But the people like Einstürzende Neubauten from Germany and techno, as it was, generally came later, because the Netherlands was more influenced by techno than we thought house. So it was more European techno, I suppose you'd say, in the Kraftwerk style, as opposed to, say, Joe Smooth or somebody like the.
But Frank de Wolf and this kind of stuff.
I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not immersed in it. My great love in acid house was the American. Mm-hmm. You know, Marshall Jefferson and people like that. Oh yeah. So Todd Terry. People like that, I'm afraid to say. Not to play it down, but yes.
And so tonight you're going to play Unknown Pleasures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
with your band. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How it's been up to now?
It's been very interesting.
Must be special.
It was quite odd, really, because I only did it the one time to celebrate Ian Curtis's 30th anniversary. And I never thought I'd play it again, to be honest. To play it as we are and have done for 3 years is fantastic, because, to be honest with you, when you order Split, I really wondered whether I'd ever play again. Mm-hmm. And to do the music as we did, it really did give me a second lease of life. Yeah. So it's been great to do it. I mean, it's actually quite odd that as I come to the end to go into New Order, it's quite a strange thing, because we have, as the Light, have actually played every song that Joy Division ever recorded and released. And
songs that were
some that weren't released.
Never played before.
Yes, Pictures was an unfinished Joy Division song that I finished. Ian Curtis always said that you should finish every song you have, because somebody always loves it, which was a wonderful sentiment. And when I heard Pictures, because I'd forgotten it, that I thought, God, Ian would have said, finish that off. Yeah, and so I did. Yeah, I mean, the only problem with it, I suppose you'd have to say, has been the attitude of the other members of Joy Division, which surprises me, especially as they played Joy Division before I did, yet their attitude has been really anti, and it's very puzzling. I would love to meet them, just go, why?
Yeah.
It's all right for you to do it, but not for me to do it. It's very typical, actually, of the attitude of New Order.
Yeah, it's a shame to have to do it via trials and stuff.
You can say that again.
I was asking myself a question in the beginning. Joy Division was more punk oriented, and then there was a change, as you said in former interviews, that it became more like a band where, with sketches, you know, like everybody is doing one line, separated from the others. Not everybody is playing everything. A sort of prog approach between.
Yeah, I mean, it's interplay.
How did it come? Is it Martin? Is it
No, it was us.
Yeah.
It was just how we fell into writing, in that each individual element of Joy Division would have a strength. The bass would have a melody and a strength. The guitar would have a melody and a strength. And the drums would have a melody or a riff, if you like, and a strength. It came perfectly naturally. And the thing that makes groups great is chemistry. And it's completely intangible. You cannot manufacture it, it just happens. And it's been very interesting, actually, to listen to playing movement now. So I'm listening to it very in depth. The interplay is still there. Very, very much so on movement. The three people playing around each other. The music is very, very interwoven. It's almost like white funk. In the way that it goes round, and Joy Division was a bit more rock orientated, whereas New Order is actually funkier, which was quite an interesting revelation.
It's a good combination. And so next year you're gonna play in Manchester in the cathedrals.
It's sold out. It's sold out. I'm delighted. I mean, it's very, very nerve-wracking.
You've been rehearsing a lot, or?
Not yet. Let me shut the door. Can you shut the door?
Oh, it's okay. Shut the door. Just close the door. Thank you.
I mean, we've started rehearsal, and we've started because we're using a backing track, and we've never used one. And I've not played to a backing track since New Order split in 2006. So it's really weird.
You have to with New Order.
Yes, you do.
Otherwise, you can't.
I mean, you lose the magic. Of the sequence songs. If you don't, you can't do it. You cannot translate it and play it. It doesn't make sense. But it's really weird. It's very nerve-wracking. And it's very exciting. But I'm very nervous, and I will be very, very happy once we've played it, so that I can move on. But I will be very, very sad if it's the end of playing the Joy Division stuff, to see it, because after 30 years. To get the Joy Division music back, especially Closer, it's been wonderful. And then to move on to New Order and go, bye! It's like seeing a child off to boarding school. You're wondering whether you'll get it back in 30 years. I don't know. I don't know. Because we play 3 albums, we play Unknown Pleasures, Closer, and Still. We play every song, as I said. And then we have New Order, Power, Corruption and Lies, plus all the singles. It's going to be really. We could do a festival. Our own.
It's complete discography.
I mean, it's quite interesting. I mean, it's interesting to see that other people, Kraftwerk are doing it in London with their albums. Sparks have done it. You know,
in the gallery.
And people say I'm to blame. And I'm delighted if I'm to blame.
How do you react to those typical reactions?
Well, I mean, you know, any kind of criticism hurts, because what happens is that you focus on the criticism and don't focus on all the people going, yay! It's like when you DJ and you DJ to 10,000 people or you play, and one guy is like that.
They didn't come for you, they came for the music.
You focus on that guy and not the other 999,000 people.
It's natural.
It's a very interesting thing. So you have to be, I've had to learn to divorce myself away from it. And I must admit that even after 3 years nearly, or 2.5 years, it's amazing that Bernard in particular is still quite vitriolic, even though he's had you know, the so-called New Order back for a year. He's still very anti. Very I must have really hurt him.
Oh, come on. Let's talk about your work in Manchester right now with your record label and everything. I heard something about Humanizer.
No, I mean we've had a few bands out on Hacienda Records. The interesting thing about the Hacienda website is that it's a big website, and we were getting a lot of visits. But people were always saying, "Oh, it's all about the past, all about the past." So I had the idea, because people give me tapes, you see, like this.
There's some demos,
and I hear a lot of them, and some of them are good.
This one is from Belgium.
The guy just gave it me. I hear some are good, some are bad, some are indifferent. So the idea was that because so many people click on the website, we could put music up, and people could hear it and show that the future, you are interested in future music, and the idea was to help those bands that you could by putting them up on the Hacienda Records, and it's been really good. We've discovered some really good people. Super White Assassins, Humanizer.
Any kind of genre of music?
Anything that I like, I will put up. We've also helped some old friends. We helped Kevin Hewick, Section 25. We nearly got a certain ratio, but it got a bit political. Well, just because of the way that the fracture of New Order affects people.
You mean political in this way?
Which was quite sad. So no, but it's been good though. It's nice to be able to give something back and keep it going. So I'm happy about that.
And which song would you say that you like to play the most? The one that still gives you shivers in down your spine?
I think that'd have to be it'd have to be Atmosphere. Atmosphere is always the reverence shown to it. It always gets you every time. So it's definitely Atmosphere for me.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Okay, my friend. Right, I will go and get myself.